It took me quite a while to find a printing press that I could set up at home. I applied a couple of times for bank loans unsuccessfully, and I didn't know what I was going to do for a period of about 9 months. And then finally a Facebook Marketplace listing came up for a flatbed printing press, which was affordable. Travelled to Melbourne to pick that up, and I christened that printing press Ronaldo. The problem with Ronaldo was that he didn't have an automatic inking system, so I actually had to have a roller made up that I would use to ink the type manually, and that was quite tricky because you need to do a lot of calibrating to get that right, and also it's quite physically demanding. The roller itself weighed about 4 kilograms, and I was working, about 10-12 hours with this 4 kilogram roller to try and get these pages printed, and it was very, very strenuous work. So the book covers are printed on an 1890s Golding Pearl treadle press, which came from the Melbourne Museum of Printing. Unfortunately, the museum closed down and all the equipment was auctioned off. We were successful in buying the pearl, and we brought it home and restored it, and it was such a delight to be able to print the paper covers of my book on this beautiful 130-year-old printing press. During the period where I was looking for a printing press to set up at home, there were about 9 months when I focused on producing the end papers for my book. I had to learn a new art form, paper marbling, which I really wanted to use to capture the visual theme on the end papers of the book. So there's a theme of anatomy which runs through the imagery in the book, and I wanted the end papers themselves to reflect a look of vivisected flesh. So it took a long time to work with my materials and to use them in a way that would capture this look in the way that I wanted. But I was just so happy with the results in the end. In 2020, I was really focused on bringing my press sheets together and binding them into books. So I had to learn how to bookbind. But at that time, COVID had come along, and this really got in the way of my attending any classes. I had to think about what resources I could use. And fortunately, for the modern age, we have YouTube videos, which were just so helpful for me to be able to learn and troubleshoot, and combine this knowledge with what I could glean from books, and also with questions that I could ask, usually via email, to various bookbinders. So that has been a wonderful blessing, and I've managed to gain what I needed to bring these books together.